Hi guys, Jimmy here. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe and having a fantastic week so far. So here it is. Welcome to episode 1 of Evenings with Jimmyboy. So it's going to be something I'm going to be doing maybe once every 2 weeks. Once a week I think is a bit too much for me. I won't have the staying power to do that. And I'm going to be talking about the highs and the lows and everything in the middle of collecting. From my earliest collections, which were VHS, up till now, which is your steelbooks and your limited editions in 4K. Talking about, some of the reasoning behind why I buy so many editions of the same film, or why I justify buying certain things. So this morning I already had a vlog lined up for this episode, but I changed it at the last minute because I had a delivery from HMV. So HMV and Zavvi have had their Christmas, New Year's sales, and I resisted anything on the Zavvi one. And I went for something on HMV, which was near the end of their selection. I only ordered it on Monday, and so I was surprised I got it today. And they were doing an offer. They were doing various ones, but the one that caught my eye was 2 steelbooks for £30. And I participated. And I got, first up, I got The Equalizer Part 3, and I got John Wick Chapter 4. Equalizer Part 3, I've actually watched all the Equalizer films over the last 7 days actually. I've got the Equalizer Part 1 steelbook. Didn't get Part 2 because I wasn't keen on the pop art one, and I don't know if there's another edition of it or not, but if there is one, one day I'll find it. I'm not in a hurry to find it for some reason, but I thoroughly enjoyed revisiting this trilogy. It was really good fun. And then I got the John Wick Chapter 4 steelbook. A nice slip on there. Love the colouring, love the artwork on the actual steelbook itself. Where's the problem, Jimmy? Where's the problem? Is there a problem? Yeah, there probably is, if I'm honest with you. So I have got John Wick Chapter 1, Blu-ray steelbook. I've got John Wick Chapter 2. This is an Italian one that I've got. Nice little bit of embossing on there. Again, love the red. And I've got John Wick Chapter 3. And so I thought to myself, yeah, do you know what? I'll get the steelbook, and then I've got all 4 editions on steelbook. What's the problem? No problem at all, Jimmy. Or is there? So I bought Chapter 4, knowing full well that I'm trying to not double down anymore, because it is to non-collectors, it's a waste of money. To collectors, we can justify it various ways. Is that you're getting a little bit extra and it's a little bit more of a pristine edition. But I already had John Wick Chapter 4. Now there was various editions of this one. This one was the Amazon exclusive. So you've got the map of Paris, you've got art cards in there, you've got a pin in there, and you've got a couple of other bits and bobs in there too. However, the edition that they give you in there is on Amaray. That's 4K. The discs that are in here are the same discs that are in there, but it's on Amaray. It's on Amaray. But so I got John Wick Chapter 4, and the only reason why I got it was because, and this is how I justified it to myself. The steelbook was £15. That was £15. Part of the offer, it was £15, and I thought, yeah, fair enough. Then I can do that. And when I looked on Computer Exchange, they'll give me £8 exchange for the Amaray. So in theory, this is me justifying it to myself now, the steelbook cost me £7. If my maths are right, yeah, I think it is £7. And the reason why I wanted it is because I want to put the steelbook inside this edition. So that's all I want to do. All right, it's not going to make the film any better. It's not going to make this edition worth more money. It's actually going to make this edition worth less money, because if I get rid of the Amaray, this isn't the correct disc or the correct edition in this set. So I'm buying something to put in here that is going to make this one, I could probably sell it online if I wanted to in the future, which I don't. But I wanted the steelbook to go inside here. Now, because it's a sealed edition, you're not even going to see it from the side. So the only person who's going to know that there's a steelbook in here is me. And that's one of the things about collecting. We sometimes do things that don't make a lot of sense to other people, but it makes sense to us, and we can justify it through various ways. And one of the ways was, well, if I trade in the Amaray, it'll only cost me £7. Now, before I purchased this edition, I actually tried to put inside a steelbook with a slip inside this edition, and it won't fit. It won't fit with the slip. So in order for this edition to work, I've got to take the slip off, pop it in, seal it up, And then there is my ultimate John Wick Chapter 4 Collector's Edition, because I've got my steelbook on the inside. No one's going to know that I've got 3 steelbooks here and a 4th one hidden in here. When it goes on the shelf, no one's going to see it. No one's going to know. I'm the one who's going to know. The slip I'm going to have to keep somewhere separately, and I'm going to get rid of the Amaray. Now, was that a waste of money? Spending £30 on 2 steelbooks, and one of them is going to be hidden away. The only person it's going to make a difference to is me as a collector. So, you know, for a while I've wanted a steelbook in this edition. It makes no sense why I would want a steelbook in this, other than I've got 3 steelbooks, I want to add one more to it. And, you know, I could have, again, this is me justifying it. When John Wick Chapter 4 first came out, I could have went out and spent 29 or was it £34 on the steelbook and just done it straight away, but I didn't. I held off. Brownie points for me. No, of course it's not brownie points for me. I waited, and then during the sale, rather than get another film, I got the steelbook of John Wick Chapter 4 to go in here, all because I wanted to satisfy that little scratch that was bugging me, that I didn't have the steelbook in this edition. And so that's what I've done. Now, to some people, that's going to be a waste of money because no one's going to see it. You can't fit the slip in here. I might try and give it a bit of persuasion later on to see if it will get in there, but it'll be a bit of a bugger trying to get it out. Did I waste my money in buying John Wick Chapter 4 steelbook just in order to hide it away? But it makes my collection, it makes my collection of John Wick Chapter 4 a bit more consistent, because I've got all the steelbooks now of John Wick. Was it worth it? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you get what I mean about when we're collecting certain editions, especially when it comes to steelbooks, and you want, yeah, do you know what, I've got part 1, I want part 2 on steelbook. I only have the DVD of it or something like that, and then you spend your hard-earned money, but sort of hard-earned really, it depends, hard-earned money on this. Is it a waste of money? Let me know. Let me know, have you done the same sort of thing where you've got an edition and you just think, yeah, do you know what, if I add this to it, it will just make it a little bit better. Now, I do feel quite happy with myself, because I was going to get not only this edition, but the Sin edition as well. That was part of the offer. So I nearly trebled down on John Wick Chapter 4 just in order to have 2 collector's editions, trade in both Amarays, which would have got me £16 back. So I could have got 2 John Wick editions in theory for £14, because they would have been £7 each. I held off on that one. I was quite a little bit proud of myself holding off on that one, because I did originally put in the basket the Sin edition and this one, but I thought, no, that's just crazy, and you want to stop doubling and trebling down, Jimmy. So that was episode 1 of Evenings with Jimmyboy. Please let me know your thoughts on this. Was it a complete waste of money to buy this edition, to go inside, and the only person who's going to know about it is me, and obviously now you guys, because you've watched this vlog. Do you get why I had to scratch that itch a little bit harder in order just to satisfy the need for collecting all the editions on one format, in terms of it was the steelbook that I wanted. I've recently watched, as I said, the Equalizer set. I'll look out for part 2 at some stage. I'm going to be watching all 4 John Wick films very shortly, because we've got Ballerina coming out in, I think Ballerina comes out in June, is it? It could be July. It's either June or July, I can't remember. And I'm going to revisit the John Wick series and films, and I'm going to be revisiting the series as well on TV just before the whole lot comes out. But yeah, so that was it. That was episode 1. You know, was it a waste of money? Please let me know in the comments below. But this is some of the perils of collecting physical media. We can justify things to ourselves that don't make a lot of sense to people who aren't collectors. Anyway, guys, as I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on my next vlog real soon, which is probably going to be about a couple of pickups I got in Computer Exchange today when I went out. But anyway, guys, listen, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your week, and if I don't speak to you before the weekend, have a fantastic weekend. Take care, stay safe.